Rinpoche.
Yes.
So, first I want to say it's a great honor to be in your presence. My question is, how do we apply emptiness to relationships?
Sorry.
Can we apply emptiness to relationships? Like,
How do we apply emptiness to relationships?
Emptiness
emptiness, yes,
to relationship.
yes.
Yes. How do we apply emptiness to relationships?
Actually, you see, if you look at with positive, well, if you look at the relationship with the, not with the hallucinant mind. If you look at the relationship, with the, not with hallucination, not with hallucinated mind. If you look at the relationship impermanent by the mind, seeing impermanent nature, that helps to see also ultimate nature. You are empty, and your loved one also empty. You are empty, your loved one is also empty. You are empty, your action is loving empty, and your object of love is empty. So so then it brings really unbelievable peace in your heart. Really unbelievable inner peace in the heart. Then when you let your mind be hallucinated, then it's a nature's pain. Attachment, nature's pain. Nature's pain. There's a kind of excitement, attachment, excitement, but if you look at it, it's pain, nature pain. That's that. Nature pain, discomfort, nature pain. Just dissatisfied mind. And exaggerated mind, they're exaggerating the object. You know, how beautiful, how, this and that. Mind. Then also that changes. It doesn't last. It changes. In the, I don't know, year is a typical month, weeks, days. So it changes. Even you have so much excitement today, tomorrow not there. It changes. So that you suffer because of attachment. That then it doesn't last all the time like that. So then suffers because of attachment. go back to mind, look at the impermanent. You, action, or it says three subjects. Your lover, loved, total impermanence. You see, seeing everything, all three impermanent, natural. That's not ultimate reality, but reality. Peace. Peace. Not hallucination. The other one is suffering, but this one, peace. Then it helped to see the ultimate reality, empty. Action empty, that's empty. It do not exist from its own side. Symbol of peace. Great peace. So, what's this? Peace. You see, even the object changes. Even the object changes, it doesn't bother you. In that way, by looking at the impermanence, as it is impermanent. By looking at it empty, as it is empty, do not exist from its own side. So, even the object changes, even the object changes, see, that you attach to it and it changes. But it doesn't, with this mind, doesn't affect it. Doesn't affect it at all. At all. I said this with this mudra. For example, you get angry. You get angry with the real mind. You get angry. Oh, strong attachment. But you see, change them. Think different way. Think differently. You think Dharma. You think Dharma. The I is mirror leveled. The I what exists. I what exists is what is mirror leveled by the mind. When you think that, anger, when you think that, anger went away. Anger is not there. When you think that. The minute you think reality, the subtle dependent arising of the I exists. That realize not the subtle dependent arising. The I exists in mere name. So subtle. Unbelievable, most unbelievable, most unbelievable subtle what the I is. What the I is. That's Bhasanka's view. That Guru Shakyamuni Buddha taught us to live with that by understanding how so much unbelievable frees you, from samsara itself so much. And then you realize, wow, then you see, then that's open other remedy to the root of samsara, the ignorance, holding the real I. Ignorance holding the real I. There's a total against total opponent. It's a total against the ignorance. Destroy the root of samsara, ignorance. samsara ignorance. So this is not just an idea, not just a matter of some idea. No. This talking about sufferings which we don't know, and the sufferings which we know. Not only cancer, suffering of birth, old age, sickness, death. I mean, that's all suffering, it's only suffering, pain. Then there's all the samsara, temporary pleasures, suffering changes. Then, from those the suffering where it came, the pervasive compound suffering. Yeah, so the seed of delusion, the contamination here. So from that delusion, suffering arises, then these two suffering came from that. So there's the root, all three sufferings. So all the samsara suffering is in that, including this. So then root, this realized emptiness is root. That direct remedy to cut there was a total against the root of ignorance, so cut. And then especially by doing that direct perception, emptiness, then sees the seed of delusion. Then you become free from delusion, karma, then free from oceans of samsara, suffering. Wow, amazing, 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 amazing. So you see, it doesn't bother. You're able to maintain, look at the emptiness, it doesn't bother you. You know, even the object changes. Even love you, doesn't love you. Love you, doesn't love you. Whatever it does, it doesn't bother you. Because yeah, because you look at you empty. You're empty of existing from inside. You know? And action, love, empty, they want an object loved, be empty. So it doesn't matter whether loved or you love, doesn't love. With when you ultimate reality, when you look in the reality, ultimate reality of the doesn't bother you. Also, total impermanence. Your total, it doesn't bother you. All like this. So that's why practicing Dharma is so important. Practicing Dharma is really medicine to heal your suffering, to medicine your mind, your Dharma mind, medicine to the problems, to the sufferings of life. You know, when you don't practice Dharma, then you don't have medicine. You don't practice Dharma, then your actions, bodhisattva, does not become medicine. Then all the suffering, you create suffering. Only you create suffering. When you practice Dharma, then you're not creating suffering. Only cause of happiness. So it brings happiness. Brings happiness. Happiness right way. Happiness right way. Inner happiness. And then happiness in death time. When you die, most critical time, happiness. What do you do now? So in some way, what you do now, it affects the death time before you die. Death time, it affects So, peace. Then, no question, no question, future lives. Future lives, not just one life. Hundreds, thousands, like that. So, see, so therefore, Dharma is, therefore, learning Dharma, practicing Dharma, especially heart, especially Lamrim, Lojong. So, unbelievable. Important. Otherwise, we spend the whole life in hallucination. With the anger, with the attachment, with the ignorance, with all the delusion. Hallucinate mind, hallucinate life. And do you think this is real? This is real. And that totally whole life finished in hallucination.